It's one of the most common actions people perform every day, yet very few of us think about where everything goes once it disappears down the drain. The moment the handle is pressed, gravity and water pressure send the contents of your toilet into a vast underground network that most people never see. That network is part of one of the most important systems in modern cities, the sewer system. It quietly handles billions of gallons of wastewater every day, transporting it away from homes, businesses, and streets so it can be safely treated before returning to the environment. Without it, modern cities simply wouldn't work. To understand where everything goes after you flush, we need to follow the path step by step, starting with the pipes beneath your home. When the toilet flushes, the water and waste leave the bowl and enter your home's plumbing system. Inside the walls and beneath the floors of your house are pipes designed to carry wastewater away efficiently. These pipes connect to what's known as the sewer lateral, which is the line that links your home to the city's sewer system. Most of this system relies on gravity. The pipes are installed at a slight downward angle so that wastewater naturally flows downhill. Gravity does most of the work, quietly moving sewage through the system without the need for constant mechanical pumping. Once the wastewater leaves your home, it enters the municipal sewer line beneath the street. These pipes collect wastewater for multiple homes and buildings in the area. As more wastewater enters the system, the pipes become larger, gradually feeding into bigger sewer mains that carry the combined flow from entire neighborhoods. If you could somehow see beneath the streets of a large city, you would find an entire hidden world of infrastructure. Sewer pipes run alongside water lines, electrical conduits, gas mains, and communication cables. Together, these underground systems support nearly every aspect of modern urban life. The wastewater continues traveling through this network of pipes until it eventually reaches much larger tunnels, designed to carry enormous volumes of sewage. In some cities, these tunnels are large enough for maintenance crews to walk through or even drive vehicles through. But gravity alone cannot always move wastewater where it needs to go. Cities are rarely perfectly shaped for natural flow. Some areas sit lower than others, and wastewater may need to move uphill at certain points in the network. To handle this, sewer systems use pumping stations. A pumping station is essentially a facility that lifts wastewater from lower elevations to higher ones, so it can continue flowing through the sewer network. Inside these stations are powerful pumps capable of moving thousands of gallons of sewage every minute. These pumps operate constantly, ensuring that wastewater continues moving through the system, regardless of terrain or elevation changes. Eventually, all of this wastewater reaches its final destination, the wastewater treatment plant. Wastewater treatment plants are some of the most important yet overlooked facilities in any city. Their job is to take raw sewage and remove contaminants so the water can safely return to rivers, lakes, or oceans. The process begins as soon as wastewater arrives at the plant. The first stage is called screening. Wastewater flows through large metal screens that capture debris such as wipes, plastics, paper products, and other solid materials that should never have been flushed in the first place. These materials are removed and sent to landfills or disposal facilities. After screening comes grit removal. Wastewater often contains sand, small rocks, and other heavy particles that settle quickly in water. Treatment plants use special tanks where the flow slows down enough for this grit to settle at the bottom. Removing grit helps protect the pumps and equipment used later in the treatment process. Next comes primary treatment. In this stage, wastewater flows into large settling tanks, called primary clarifiers. The water slows down significantly inside these tanks, allowing heavier organic solids to sink to the bottom, while lighter materials float to the surface. The solids that sink form a thick material known as sludge. This sludge is removed and sent for further processing. At this point, a significant portion of the solid material has already been separated from the water. However, the water still contains dissolved organic matter and microorganisms. That's where secondary treatment begins. Secondary treatment relies on biology rather than just physical separation. In large aeration tanks, beneficial bacteria are introduced into the wastewater. Air is pumped into the tanks to provide oxygen, allowing these bacteria to thrive. The microorganisms consume organic pollutants in the water, breaking them down into simpler compounds. Over time, these bacteria convert much of the remaining waste into harmless byproducts. Once this process is complete, the water flows into another set of settling tanks. Here, the bacteria and other biological materials settle to the bottom, leaving much cleaner water behind. In many modern facilities there is an additional stage called tertiary treatment. Tertiary treatment provides an extra level of purification. The water may pass through fine filters that remove remaining particles. It is also disinfected, often using chlorine or ultraviolet light to eliminate any remaining harmful microorganisms. After this stage, the water is considered safe enough to return to natural waterways. In many cases, the treated water is released into nearby rivers or lakes. Some regions even reuse treated wastewater for irrigation, industrial processes, or replenishing groundwater supplies. But the process doesn't end with the water. Remember the sludge removed during earlier stages? That material must also be treated. Sludge is sent through a separate treatment process where it is thickened, stabilized, and often digested by microorganisms. This reduces odors and harmful pathogens. The resulting material is known as biosolids. In some cases, biosolids can be reused as fertilizer in agriculture because they contain nutrients beneficial for plant growth. In other cases, they are safely disposed of, according to environmental regulations. The entire wastewater treatment process is carefully monitored. Operators track water quality, chemical levels, and biological activity to ensure the system functions correctly. Sensors and laboratory tests verify that the treated water meets strict environmental standards before it is released. The scale of these operations is enormous. A single large city can treat hundreds of millions of gallons of wastewater every day. Every sink, shower, washing machine, and toilet contributes to the flow moving through the system. Without these systems, untreated sewage would contaminate waterways and create severe public health risks. Historically, that was exactly the problem many cities faced. Before modern sewer systems were developed in the 19th century, waste often flowed directly into streets or nearby rivers. This led to widespread outbreaks of diseases such as cholera and typhoid. The development of modern sewer infrastructure dramatically improved public health. By safely transporting and treating wastewater, cities were able to reduce the spread of waterborne diseases and support rapidly growing populations. Today, sewer systems are considered just as essential as drinking water systems and electrical grids. And yet, most of this infrastructure remains completely hidden. Beneath nearly every city is a constantly moving system of pipes, pumps, tunnels, and treatment facilities working quietly around the clock. The next time you flush the toilet, it's worth remembering that the water doesn't simply disappear. It begins a carefully engineered journey through one of the most complex systems supporting modern life. From your home, it travels through underground pipes, pumping stations, and treatment plants before eventually returning to the natural environment. It's another example of the hidden infrastructure that keeps our cities running. And like many systems that support modern life, it works so well that most people rarely notice it at all. This was Hidden Infrastructure of the World. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe.